it rains, it pours on us all. When it's dawn, the sun shines on us all. The earthquake, tsunami, flood takes every single one of us, not knowing about our belief system. I've seen an atheist die same way I've seen a Christian. I've seen a Muslim die same way I've seen a Buddhist. Why can't we see that nature has no respect for our beliefs? Countries where religion is booming, extremism is fuming, division and hatred trending, people remain gloomy. It's like their doom as religion is booming. Before I start talking without proof, that's fate. Check at countries like Somalia, Nigeria, Syria. You'll see children with malaria. Pakistan, Afghanistan, people with vengeance are bands with militants, but they are God's people with the Bible and the Quran. But they prefer arms than farms like Boko Harams, and this bring hunger and poverty to the land. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? The preaching man says to his audience, but yet I must work to build mansions and earn recognitions. Oh, what delusions! And to his poor, ignorant audience who's in fear and confusions, those who are victims of this illusion. You show me one step in the name of religion, I'll show you 100 retrogression. But with time there will be redemption, as Bob Marley once averred. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Not your religious leaders who earn money from your ignorance. I will show perseverance as Mandela once taught tolerance. I watched a video. It is a record of a dead and dying people lying on the floor as people desperately try to revive them. It is from Syria conflicts, and the beats that gets me is a young girl of about 4 to 5 screaming around, no doubt crying her last breath. I could hear a man repeatedly screaming in the background, Allahu Akbar. It was pensive, crying out this phrase in panic heartbreak. But this only reminded me that the person that used the chemical weapon on that child probably shouted the same thing. The world is filled with dread and fear, and the only water flowing is the bitter streams of tears. Sometimes we humans can cope, we just mope, believing there is hope. A group of robbers broke into Mary's home. After collecting colossal money from her parents, they decided to rape her. This poor little girl was crying and begging her eyes out, but all to no avail. As her father and brother struggled to come to her aid, they both were shot dead. These heinous men never relented. They raped her. Our ordeal became intense when months later she discovered she was pregnant. She looked up to the skies. They were dark with no hope. Bitterness flows through her veins like the river Niger. She later thought it wise to abort the child, giving plausible reasons that the sight of the child will be a constant reminder of her father's and brother's death. But her pastor rebuked, saying, in God's word it says, thou shalt not kill. And then I asked, where does the application apply? Thou shalt not kill, when God told David to kill Goliath? And what is the essence of a parental care when a mother's love is not there? As a human, I believe that our ethical values are derived from our human needs and interests, and are tested and refined by our experience. Our deeds are more important than our creeds, and dogma should never override our compassion for others. Irene speaks.